And the president is out working hard today. In fact, he's in Milwaukee at the Henry Meyer Festival Park. Some live pictures for you there. While the president is working on the campaign trail, meanwhile, lawmakers skipping town and heading home to campaign back there. But they're clearing out after not passing legislation on a host of serious issues and not exactly working a grueling schedule. No wonder then that Congress has such a low approval rating. Taking a look now at this Gallup poll, 13% approve of Congress while 83% disapprove. But will these lawmakers who seem so unpopular as a whole group have big problems getting reelected by their constituents? Bringing in our political panel now, Didi Banky's here. She's a GOP strategist and former George W. Bush campaign aide, and Bernard Whitman, Democratic pollster and the author of 52 Reasons to Vote for Obama. Good to see both of you.
Great to be here.
Thanks, Martha.
All right, so we see, as I said, the president's there in Milwaukee. He's campaigning. Governor Romney is campaigning today as well. Paul Ryan's out. Everybody's working, but Congress going home. Earliest pre-election break since 1960, leaving big issues unresolved. We're talking about the impending spending cuts, tax hikes that could bring our country back into a recession. So what gives? I'll give you the first shot, Dee Dee.
Well, this is the D.C. clown show. I mean, this is terrible because it's the big top. Everyone is to blame. You've got the White House, you've got the Capitol, and you know, Arthur and Bernard, there are people at home out there in the hinterlands. They are trying to make it. They just got their kids off to school. They don't have any money. They're struggling. Their businesses are going under, and now they're thinking about Christmas and the holidays. And we've got these people in D.C. doing absolutely nothing, and it's on the backs of the folks that are out there, you know, in small towns with small businesses, and it's very unfair and it's very disturbing. You know, I think every single person, every American, they need to take a look at who their member of Congress is and take a quick look and a close look, and if they're not getting the job done, they need to be voted out.
And Bernard, they're going home because they want to go to their constituents, their bosses, if you will, to ask them to keep their jobs, extend their jobs, perhaps. But you're one of the least popular Congresses around, now least productive. So what do you say to the people back at home?
I think it's totally outrageous. I mean, the fact is that this Congress is leaving Washington earlier than any Congress has left in over 50 years. And I actually think they're thinking to themselves, you know what, our approval is so low, let's get out of town before it drops even further. But you know who really suffers here, and I agree with Dee Dee, if Congress had stayed in town, we could have passed a jobs bill guaranteeing veterans easier time finding work. We could have ensured that 98% of Americans don't face a tax increase on January 1st. We could have ensured that homeowners could refinance their mortgages, saving $3,000. We could have also ensured that farmers have the ability to deal with the drought. Why didn't we? Because this Republican Congress, which is stymied in the Senate because of the filibuster and controlled by the House Republicans, wanted to make sure that they could save enough money to send to build new destroyers and couldn't cut enough money from food stamps to be able to deliver that program. I mean, it is absolutely outrageous.
Well, look, I'm not going to defend the Republicans that are doing the same thing. So, I mean, I think everybody gets to blame. The D.C. clown show, the circus, it's not funny, it's not good, and the people at home are suffering. I know a lot of people, they're losing their homes, they don't have their jobs. I mean, they don't have the money, and it's not right. And you know what the dirty little secret is? Because I've worked in D.C. These people live the life of Riley. I mean, they live a royal, wonderful life, and you know who's paying for it? The hardware store owner, the small business owners, and the folks that don't have the money to take care of themselves, but they're taking care of Congress, and it's not right.
Let's try this hypothetical on for a second. Try it on for size. Let's say the folks who are out there, and you may call them crazy, but they're saying perhaps the inaction is a political blockade against the president, against President Obama. If that is the case, what does Congress do if he's reelected?
Well, I will give you an alternative vision. Let's look at the last time that the Republicans called both houses of Congress and the presidency. They were in office fewer days than the Do-Nothing Congress. They only worked 242 days. They actually passed, they managed to create a war, an unfunded war that we shouldn't have fought. They ended up passing tax cuts for millionaires that we couldn't afford, which set us up for an economic catastrophe that we didn't need. So if we want to go back to those dark days in the mid-2000s, or go back to the days when the Republicans controlled Congress just before Clinton was reelected.
Let's go back to the days when the Democrats had both houses, and that was the first 2 years with the Obama administration, and nothing got done there either.
Well, I actually
it was
remember
not
the health care bill that got
Well,
through.
that was not good.
Actually, no, it actually did.
Yeah, many folks think the Obamacare bill is what's destroying a lot of these small businesses now.
It's providing preventive services to tens of millions of seniors. It's allowing kids to stay on the health insurance. insurance. It's
and
lowering
taking a lot of
premiums
small
on
businesses
Medicare.
out of business. I mean, it is not a good program, and it's breaking America. And we're broke now under the Obama administration and Congress. D.C. has got a problem. We need new leadership across the board. Folks that are not in D.C. now.
The last time that the Congress sent this few bills, 84 bills, the last time it was this few was right before Bill Clinton was reelected. And the reason why is the Republican Congress
and Democrats
overreaches, and the Democrats, the American people do not like to see the Republicans try to shut down Congress as they tried to do this time around in order to forestall progress for the American people.
Well, I think we need a new president that's not part of this D.C. mess. I think that'll help. I mean, the leadership's not getting it done.
He wasn't part of it. Well, I guess he was part of it when he came in.
Yes,
but he
part
said
of
that
it,
he
and
was
he's been part
trying,
of it for 4 years.
But let me just say this, that every president comes in, no matter where you came from, the Senate or not, and you come in with these grand ideas that I am going to be that one who can break the barrier. And then they get hit with the politics of D.C. They come up with these neophyte, grandiose ideas, and then reality smacks them in the face.
Defend the Republicans that are doing the same thing. That's the thing. Across the board, there's blame.
But you have to admit, I think two Republicans that should get an award for holding things back in Congress: Eric Cantor and your vice presidential nominee, Paul Ryan, who insisted time and again, it's my way or the highway, and was substantially responsible for the lack of progress.
But the person you didn't mention was Mitt Romney, because he's not part of the D.C. mess. So let's bring a D.C. outsider in to fix the mess of what's going on now. The clown show needs to go. The big top needs to go.
We're bringing the clown show along with Paul Ryan. No question about that.
That's not fair. We'll find out come November 6th. How about that? Bernard Whitman, thank you very much. Dee Dee Banky, thank you very much.